say I guess I'm one in a million. You know what I mean? You know, sometimes you come across special fighters. You know, I like to stay humble. I do consider myself a very special fighter, but I'm just me, man. I'm just Keith Thurman, you know. This is what happens in the sport. People rise to the occasion. People rise to the challenge. And they sometimes surprise the world. As Ali said, I'm going to shock the world, you know. And I've always wanted to really make people fall in love with boxing again. I remember being at the MGM Grand, and there was a hostess as I walked through the Skyloft entrance, and she said, "Oh, Mrs. Thurman, it's great to see you again. I want to tell you thank you for you got me back into watching boxing. I truly enjoy watching your matches, and just to hear that, you know, that's just a dream come true, because being in the sport, I understand the debate of the sport and the fizzing out of boxing in the public eye of the American people. You know, obviously boxing is a worldwide sport. If you go all around the world, there's boxing. That's why really boxing never died, in my opinion, because it's beloved by the whole world. In America, we have sports that are loved by Americans, but not the whole world. So, like I said, man, I'm just grateful. I've worked hard for this, and I want to do my best. You know, I want to do my best. I want to learn from the best, and accomplish my goals. Make these dreams come true. You know, just like this, I really believe, like Martin Luther King, I have a dream, and each and every day of my life I pursued to make that dream a reality.
We spoke to Sam Watson, and Sam Watson told us that years ago he asked you about fighting Mayweather, and you said not ready. Then a year or two later he asked you about Mayweather, and said, I'm ready, Sam, make it happen. Now Mayweather might come back. 3 fights that he could have: you, Danny Garcia, or Broner, or McGregor, so 4 fights. What do you think about those 4 fights for Floyd?
You know, there's 2 that almost don't make that much sense. You know, that'd be McGregor and Adrian Broner. If he did Adrian Broner, it'd be just some, you know, little rivalry, little this, that, you know. It would sell, but, you know, it would feel a little out of place. And the reason why it'd feel a little out of place is because you want Mayweather to fight opponents that deserve to be in the ring with Mayweather, right? And we could say that there was a moment where AB was on the path to that, but with his loss over Sean Porter recently, you know, I would not say that he's the go-to guy for Mayweather. You know, that's my opinion. I believe Danny Garcia, you know, with his resume at 140 and now being a champion at 147, you know, I do see that as a legitimate fight. But because the bulk of his resume is at 140, I do see that being kind of like, you know, not fighting a true welterweight, which I'm adamant about. I talk about what it means to be a true welterweight, you know, and how Floyd has constantly picked many opponents that were not true welterweights. And then when he does fight welterweights, he fights them when they're not in their prime, you know. But with all that said, he did fight Canelo when Canelo was young and had a terrific performance. So Mayweather deserves all the respect and everything that he's ever gotten throughout his career. He's truly a terrific fighter and is one of the greatest of all times. But, you know, I would love an opportunity, and I said many years ago, I made the statement, you know, I have tons of confidence in fighting Mayweather. One of the main reasons is he's not going to knock me out. It's impossible. He doesn't knock people out. That's not what he does. You know, what's Mayweather going to do? Win a 12-round decision, you know. And I believe I can put on a better performance than Canelo, a better performance than Cotto, a better performance than Chop Chop Corley. And I liked how Chop Chop Corley was landing hands back in the day. So, you know, I do believe that win, lose, or draw, that was my motto when I talked about Mayweather, that I would be the toughest challenge that he's had to date. And with that one punch, he may get it. You may get it too. He's not, you know, there's a reason why he's a defensive fighter. He's not trying to get hit. We saw what happened when Mosley hit him. Boy, he had a tight bear hug on him. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, the thing is, and I've said this too, the easiest way to beat the most talented fighters in the world is also the hardest, and that is the KO victory. The KO victory is how you take somebody on that kind of pedestal and bring them back.
Some people would say that it'd be harder to outbox him than to knock him out. Do you agree with that, or do you think it's the other way around?
No, it's equal. It's just as hard. It's hard to outbox him, but because he's outboxing you, it's hard to knock him out. You know, he's so defensive that negates defense. The purpose of a defense is to negate an opponent's offense. So with his defense being some of the best, one of the best defenses in the world, not only do you have to have a terrific offense, but it's not just about an accumulation of punches, because we saw De La Hoya do that. We saw Marcos Maidana do that. We saw Cotto do that. It's not about the accumulation of punches. It's about that one punch. It's something that I do bring to the table. That's why I do believe and have believed and will forever and always believe that I am a threat to Floyd Money Mayweather.